Und jetzt kommen wir zu einem Spiel, auf das ich mich ganz besonders freue. Ein Xbox One und PC Multiplayer-Piratenspaß, Sea of Thieves. Und dazu haben wir heute Joe und Ted von Rare da. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Can I just start with a heartfelt thanks to the best E3 on-stage demo I've seen in quite a while.
Really?
Because it's getting so annoying, these scripted, where you can't tell is this an actor, is this a player of the game. And this was so refreshing, seeing all these people having fun, finding out how the game works, really cool.
Yeah. I'm very glad you liked it. It was funny. It was the first because I was at the briefing myself in the audience, and it was the first time I'd got to see the whole show from start to finish. So I was watching it through, and I felt it fitted in really well. It was those E3 briefings can be like sometimes it's just. To have the humour, I think, is important, right? And that's something we always want to show our game. We want to show it with humour because it's got to be fun. It's got to make people laugh, and to hear the reaction in the room of everyone kind of laughing at the right points and everything, like even the great water line.
I just have to translate what you said for your audience. Ich habe sie nur gerade gelobt, dass ich so toll fand, wie die E3-Demo vom Spiel war, weil die meisten E3-Demos eben so eine durchgeskriptete Geschichte sind, wo man gar nicht mehr weiß, sind das jetzt Schauspieler oder Spieler, und das war einfach nur ein Zusammenschnitt von Leuten, die das Spiel gerade erlernen und Spaß dabei haben, und sie haben eben auch gesagt, es hat wunderbar in die E3 ins Pressebriefing reingepasst, weil eben dieser Spaß darüber gekommen ist. Okay, now what we've seen so far from the game is multiplayer only. If I'm a person who has no friends online, can I play Sea of Thieves as well? So are there bots or something like that in the game?
So it's a shared world adventure game, right? That's the heart of it. So it is a multiplayer game, but if you want to come into this game on your own, that's going to be absolutely a possibility for players. So what we've shown so far is just the big ship, and that's very much created around a group of players. But we've prototyped different size ships, and we've prototyped a very small one, and it's great to play as a kind of single player in our world. Okay. But what's magic about it is that you'll still be in a world with other players, right? Okay. And like personally, I'm quite an antisocial player naturally as a gamer, and so I actually love to kind of play in that style, and it creates really interesting and different stories, right? Yeah. Because like I might see a bigger ship on the horizon, but I'm like, oh, hold on, maybe I don't want to go near that, but because I'm lower on the horizon, because I'm a smaller ship, he might not have seen me, so maybe I can go and hide behind an island and wait for him to go, or even more than that.
One second, ich habe ihn gefragt, ob das dann, also wir bisher haben nur Multiplayer-Spielszenen von Sea of Thieves gesehen, ob es überhaupt möglich ist, dass man das auch alleine spielen kann. Und er hat gesagt, es ist eine Online-Welt, aber man kann das auch jetzt ohne Clan-Freunde, sondern man kann einfach alleine reinspringen und dann eben mit einem kleinen Schiff erstmal losfahren. Und das ist eben auch cool, wenn man mit diesem kleinen Schiff einem großen Schiff hinterherfahren kann und man weiß, vielleicht hat das große Schiff einen gesehen, und so entstehen da ganz eigene Geschichten draus. Now, you mentioned there are little stories happening. So there's I'd say a little mysterious quote about the game from 2015, because I heard that there's all these player-generated stories, but does this mean, is there a narrative that you guys lay out, or is it just what the players do themselves that comes together?
So that was Kudo Sonoda said that, didn't he? Old Kudo, I remember that quote. Yeah. So of course, interesting one. But so our game, it's very much around emergent encounters and stories that will happen, and we want every player to have memorable stories from the game, right? So from what they get up to or who they encounter or anything else. And it's kind of funny, I coined this term, which I'm sure you'll like we were being asked, like, is it an MMO? Like, people were asking me for that, and for me, because it's all about memorable encounters with other players. For me, the phrase MMO for us means a memorable multiplayer online game, right? I came up with that one in a video off the cuff, and I quite liked it. But it's because it's about these amazing stories. So there's no Blackbeard in our game, there's no Black Pearl, legendary characters or ships, but we want players to become that based on what they do in the world, the stories they share, the things they happen. And I want to encounter a legendary ship that's been on loads of voyages and it's got a really fearsome crew. I want to recognise them from the forums or the community or the videos or anything, and have them in my game and be like, whoa, that's.
Also, die Idee dahinter ist, ich habe ihn das gefragt, anders. Es gab dieses seltsame Zitat, dass es im Spiel Player-Created Stories gibt. Und das habe ich ihn gefragt, was das dann genau bedeutet. Ob es denn im Spiel auch wirklich von den Entwicklern gemachte Stories gibt oder ob die Spieler einfach durch ihre Taten eigene Geschichten schreiben. Und er erklärt eben, dass ihr Credo ist, sie wollen ein MMO machen, ein Memorable Multiplayer Online-Spiel, also ein erinnerungswürdiges Multiplayer Online-Spiel. und es wird im Spiel nicht irgendwelche bekannten Piraten wie Blackbeard oder sowas geben, sondern sie hätten gerne, dass die Spieler selbst zu diesen legendären Piraten werden, deren Namen man schon irgendwie aus dem Forum kennt und Geschichten über die gehört hat und dann sieht man die plötzlich und dann ist alles ganz gefährlich. So, how does this work technology-wise? Is it always an open ocean and I can just drive around in it, and then, like I'd say in Journey, players are match made into this instance, or is it locked down instances of sea fights?
No, so very much more the former that you talked about. So it's interesting you referenced Journey, because that was one of our reference points really early on about a really interesting shared world game that. Just how they brought players in and the stories you had, even though you couldn't talk to each other, you still had amazing stories with these players, how they helped you and everything else. Yeah. So I loved what they did with Journey. I think it's a brilliant game. And so, you know, I don't want to specifically talk technology at this stage, like exactly how we're doing it, right?
Okay.
But we will at some stage, but I don't want to. I want to. It's the experience that matters, and for us, it's that you can just set sail, go wherever you want in the world, and at any point, it's all seamless. You know, like getting off, hopping on an island, getting on your ship, all of that. And but there's always a chance that you're going to encounter another ship or another crew of players in that world, whether it's a set of sails on the horizon, or it's you pitch up on an island and then parked on the other side of the island there's some players and they're exploring too. We it's all about those magic encounters, but we want them to be quite infrequent. Like it's not like our E3 or our Gamescom build we've got here, we've purposefully brought players together in a smaller space so that we can guarantee encounters, because it's like 15-20 minutes they get to play, so we want them to encounter another ship, have a fight, experience the fun. Okay. But that's, we want it to be that at all times you're always looking on the horizon and waiting to see, so you always know there's the potential for someone out there, just like any pirate or naval film or TV series you've ever seen, right?
Also es funktioniert. Sie wollen nicht genau sagen, wie es technisch funktioniert. Das heben sie sich für einen späteren Zeitpunkt auf, aber das Beispiel Journey, da haben sie sich auch dran orientiert. Also es soll so sein, dass man eben immer mal wieder andere Spieler da treffen wird. Im Gegensatz zu der Gamescom-Demo, die etwas komprimiert ist, wird es im fertigen Spiel nicht so sein, dass man ständig irgendjemanden trifft, sondern dass eben diese Begegnungen dann doch noch was Besonderes haben und man da am Horizont dann plötzlich ein Schiff sehen kann. So Ted, I've been told you're the man for the PC version.
PC side, yeah.
Can you tell what are the differences between the Xbox One and the PC version? Are there any special features?
Yeah, what we've actually got in our behind closed doors presentation, we brought with us our 4K machine, running at 60 frames a second, although our TV is actually limited to 50, so we're not taking full advantage of our hardware setup. But really we've tried to approach the PC version as PC gamers ourselves and set ourselves expectations of what we want to see in our game, and that's things like FOV sliders, unlocked frame rate. My desk has a 21:9, ultra widescreen monitor, and these are, whilst they're aspirational and we don't want to sit here and confirm that these are the things. What's nice is we're in a position where, as this is a game that we'll be building with the community, we can listen to their feedback and actively prioritize all of the sliders, all of the video options and settings based on how soon they want to see them.
Also es ist noch nicht in Stein gemeißelt, aber sie wollen, dass die PC-Version so PC wie nur möglich wird, also Sachen wie 4K-Auflösung, 60 FPS und eben FOV-Slider, dass es das alles geben soll, aber es ist noch nicht wirklich festgesetzt, was da reinkommt. Sie sagen aber, dass dadurch, dass das Spiel sich mit der Community weiterentwickelt, sie eben sehr stark auf das Feedback der Community hören können, um dann festzustellen, welche Optionen braucht es wirklich im Spiel und wie baut man die genau ein. It's a play anywhere title, right? So you can play Xbox versus PC?
So that's a very good question. So Xbox Play Anywhere is really made up of 3 different things. Cross-buy, which is if you buy it on another platform, you own it on the other for free. Cross-save, which is that, of course, if you play it on your Xbox One and then you go to work the next day and you play for an hour, or you just play during work because you hate your boss or he hates you. And then finally, cross-play. Now, cross-play is a bit of a tougher one because really we want to make sure that the balancing is right. We need to make sure that a player on a Xbox, the console, can play someone on the PC or the laptop and have the right experience, the balanced experience. And what's really nice is Sea of Thieves isn't a Twitch shooter. You don't have to be pinpoint, no scope accuracy. So it allows us that already we feel like we're going in the right direction. We just need to test, iterate, balance, and if we feel like there is a slight imbalance, we feel that we can embrace and say, PC gamers can have different sales to the Xbox gamers, and that way you can kind of look through and go, oh, the PC elitists are coming, they're on the horizon, or likewise for the console. So we can have some fun with it.
Play up a little bit on that kind of rivalry, or the differences between the platforms. So, like make it part of the game, make it fun. But it's an aspiration. We want to do it. Like we'd love to, but we just have to prove that it's right and get it out there. And like so we're going to be testing that and messing about with control schemes against each other and everything, and seeing if just making sure.
And we already are testing it, right? Totally. Like our config labs and our play labs, we have a mix of PCs and Xbox setups. So. Yeah.
Also auch bei der ganzen Play Anywhere-Geschichte ist noch nicht das letzte Wort gesprochen. Sie haben jetzt gerade erklärt, es gibt ja die Aufteilung in, man kann es mit Cross-Buy einmal kaufen, dann auf beiden Plattformen speichern, man kann das mit spielen, man kann es mit Cross-Save auf den Spielstand über mehrere Plattformen mitnehmen, und dann gibt es noch Cross-Play, die Königsdisziplin, also zwischen Konsole und PC zusammenspielen zu können. Und das würden sie gerne machen, aber sie müssen eben erst noch herausfinden, ob man das wirklich für beide Lager so fair gestalten kann, dass da nicht PC-Spieler irgendwie einen großen Vorteil haben oder dass die vielleicht auch die Konsolenspieler in dem Fall einen Vorteil gegen die PC-Spieler haben. Also es ist im Gegensatz zu einem Shooter, der sehr schnelle Reflexe erfordert, wo man mit einer Maus vermutlich im Vorteil ist, ist es bei Sea of Thieves vom Gameplay her nicht ganz so schwierig, aber auch daran arbeiten sie noch. So, we asked the community to ask questions in the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
So, Daniel, are there any questions from the community to Sea of Thieves?
Yes. Englisch oder Deutsch? Wie hättest du es gerne auf Deutsch?
Sagst du es mir auf Deutsch?
Okay, besonders an der PC-Fassung sind die Leute interessiert. Bei uns im GameStar Twitch-Chat. Und eine Frage kam auf, nämlich von Leclerc. Wird es eine Steam-Version von Sea of Thieves geben?
You guys expected this? So one of the guys wanted to ask if there's going to be a Steam version of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. So what's super important for us is that Xbox Live is the platform that we want people to be playing on, right? Mm-hmm. And so and like we've talked about with cross-buy, like cross-play, cross-save, all of those things are unlocked by Xbox Live. Plus there's looking for groups and clubs, all as part of that ecosystem. And so that means for us that it's we're Xbox One and we're Windows 10, because like we have to be people in that ecosystem, because you wouldn't want people playing in a different ecosystem, right? Especially if we get cross-play working, you want everyone in that same experience, right? Yeah. And so that means that we are Xbox One and Windows 10, right? That's what that means for us, because that's where Xbox Live is, and so that's our goal really, isn't it? It's like
we'll make a better game because we're focused on that.
So it's all about people playing on that right ecosystem, right? And right now, that's not possible, I don't think, in Steam, right? So,
Also bei Ihnen liegt die Priorität darauf, dass das gesamte Ökosystem des Spiels auf Xbox Live fußt. Also, dass alle Spieler auf der Xbox oder auf dem PC über Xbox Live zusammenspielen können. Was sie jetzt nicht wollen würden, wäre dann mit Steam nochmal ein davon losgelöstes zweites Ökosystem, dann würde man die Community irgendwie aufteilen. Und die ganzen Features, die es eben in Xbox Live gibt, hat man jetzt so nicht direkt in Steam drin. Deswegen wird es erstmal nur auf Xbox Live sein, für Steam jetzt momentan noch keine Pläne. So, if people are now completely crazy for the game and they want to try it out, they can try at the Xbox booth?
Yes, so the Xbox booth at Gamescom, we've got 30 booths, 30 PCs, so we doubled our numbers from E3, right? Okay. We had 15 at E3, had 4-hour queues, so we brought twice as many here, but so it's there all through until the end of Sunday.
If anyone wants a really awesome
tattoo sleeves,
those are
they're at the booth. Those are available at the booth. Sea of Thieves branded,
okay. They're very cool.
Did you think these were real? Yeah.
My mum did.
Ihr könnt das ausprobieren am Xbox-Stand, da gibt es insgesamt 30 Anspielstationen und wenn ihr da hingekriegt, ja sogar so coole Tattoo-Ärmel, und nein, die sind nicht echt. Ich wollte mich jetzt nicht, habe mich nicht fragen getraut, das hätte mich bestimmt verhauen. Das war's soweit von Sea of Thieves. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you very much.
Bei uns geht's jetzt weiter und ich habe leider gerade schon wieder einen Außerbord. Was haben wir als nächstes? Brian Fargo mit Torment kommt hier ins Studio, also bleibt dran. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis gleich. Ciao.
Cool. Thank you. Cheers.